And here we go again. Yup, back on the water. And this time Olguita says she's not staying behind. But Gabby and Joel are. I guess I'm being more lenient on them because sometimes they don't want to go and I make them go. But this time I say, you know what, it's okay. Because I already know what's going to happen. When we get back and tell them all the things we did, they're going to say, oh my God, I should have gone. But see, that's what you get from staying behind. So they learn things the hard way. And today I'm really excited because we're going to a new place, new water adventure. And there it is, our big box in the water with about 40 sardines. We'll see if our container could hold them in because we don't have a top yet and hopefully they don't jump out. And we're off on the island hopper. And if you saw the previous video from yesterday or seen my post over the weekend on Instagram or Facebook, you noticed there was something different about my face. Well, I haven't shaved for a few days, and you know why? Because Olguita likes it, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna please her. But the question is gonna be, how long can I tolerate it? Because I don't know about you guys that have beards, but mine, when it starts to get long, it starts getting itchy, and I don't know why. So I guess we'll see how long it's gonna last.
How you doing, guys, and welcome back to another show on the water. And today we're going somewhere different, far, and hopefully she likes it because it's called Shell Island, I think, right?
Sunshell or something like that.
Something Shell, something Shell Island, I don't know. So it's a new place, and hopefully we don't get wet today because
another name for it is Sunrise Beach.
I don't know the name. Well, it's an island that has a lot of shells, so we're gonna try to find it because it's kind of far. So we'll see what the day brings us, and hopefully, like I was saying, we don't get wet because it looks great. So you ready for the show? You ready for the show? And we're out, baby. Out from the canal. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Never get tired of being in the water.
And how funny is this? We came from Miami because it was supposed to be cloudy and rainy there, and here it's supposed to be better. But I guess the weather's trying to chase us down. But you know what? I'm already in the water, so it doesn't matter now if I get wet or not. Plus, a few gray clouds don't scare me. I mean, the hydro sport is more comfortable because all I have to do is close the icing glass and go in the cabin. But on the island hopper, it's a little different. We actually have to run and hide under the bridges if the rain gets too hard. But you know what? I think that's part of the fun of boating. And if this is your first time watching the channel and you like the fun of boating with the family, make sure to subscribe and turn on all notifications. Like that, you won't miss a thing. And remember, it's free. Yep, once again, you know I can't go by here without mentioning it. Yep, miserable mile to the locals. To me, relaxing mile, but to Olguita is the sleepy mile. And look at this, the idle zone is about a mile long, but for Olguita, the sleepy mile turned out to be a few miles because even when we got plane, she still stayed asleep. And that's too bad for her because she's gonna miss all the cool islands that we're gonna go by and all the cool boats passing by us. And does anyone recognize this island here? Yep, this is well known to the locals as Picnic Island and is located on the bay behind Sanibel. And here's where Gita likes to go to pick up the big, long, dark shells. And on one side it has like a little red dot. And unexpectedly, this boat went by and made these huge waves. And guess what? Not even that woke up Ogita. I guess it will have to be a tsunami to wake her up. Is it me, or all the big boats are out today and there's no little ones in sight? I guess just us. But after an hour and about 35 to 40 minutes, we started to cut into the channel. And if I remember correctly, this is called Blind Pass and is located in the center of Captiva Island. And so far so good, the ride been pretty flat. So flat that Ogita got over an hour of sleep. And we have reached the idle zone and we noticed something right away. If you're gonna come here, you have to be very careful because there's a lot of sandbar and shallow areas. So make sure to follow the channel. And something else we noticed was these beautiful, huge homes on the island. And how cool is this? We saw a lot of pelicans hanging out, sea-laxing by the channel. I guess they're waiting for a little sardine snack. And we also saw a few fishermen fishing by the sandbar and some kayakers. For a minute, I thought we were going through the wrong place because when you look it up on Google Maps, it looks completely different, especially with the huge, beautiful houses. It must really feel like you're part of nature living here. But I guess with the modern comforts. Have this ever happened to you? That you're at a new place and you're admiring your surroundings and you're focusing on every detail you see, but yet you feel like someone's looking at you. But then you look again and now it feels like everyone's looking at you. I guess they figure we're new in town. And I saw this bridge at the end of the channel, but now that we're getting closer, I was starting to get a little worried because it looks kind of low. Hopefully we can make it through. And there was no numbers on the bridge, nor I know the height of the hopper. I think it's gonna be a tight squeeze, but I think we're gonna make it. But I was ready to hit reverse at any minute. And it was a pretty tight squeeze. The anchor light was about 3 inches off the bridge, according to Fresquito, and that's our highest point on the hopper. And here's another thing that it didn't look the same on Google because the bridge looked taller. Finally, I could breathe because I was holding my breath because if a little wave came, it would have crushed the light under the bridge. And once we made it to the other side, this is Turner Beach. And right away, I liked it because I noticed there was white sand. And look guys, the water looks pretty good too. And we made it to the sandbar, but where is it?
But the problem is, it's high tide, super high tide. So the actual sandbar that has shells is underwater.
We're on top
So,
of it
and we're actually on top of it right now, and it's about 2.5 feet. So I guess the effects of king tide and everything else. So I guess, I don't know. You might go somewhere else or just wait around till the tide goes down. I mean, I don't know. We'll see what it is. But it's a pretty nice area though. It's really nice. Yes, really. Oh, yes, a million sardines right there. Millions. Millions of sardines. So many sardines that Fresco threw a cast and they caught a few more just to do a little fishing out here. Look at that. Well, I guess some shell picking gonna turn out to be a fishing day because there's too many sardines here. We're gonna try our luck, I guess, out here. It looks very nice, and the water is really, really nice here. Water is super nice. I guess you can't really see it because it's so cloudy, but here is really nice. The water and everything. I like it. White sands on the beach, and I guess those houses you rent, and they're right on the sand. Pretty cool.
And this must be really nice to get up in the morning and open your front door and you see the beautiful Gulf. But look at this. I don't know if this house is for rent, but if it is, I'm pretty sure it costs us a lot of money because it's huge. And we saw it because we started to head south along the coast to see what else we could find. And within 10 minutes or so, I saw a spot on shore that I wanted to see because it looked pretty interesting. And there was no one there, just like I like. We were gonna have the whole beach to ourselves. And can you believe this? Olguita comes on the boat and wants to go to the beach, but yet she doesn't want to get wet. So I had to carry her off the boat. I mean, can someone explain this to me? Or is it a woman thing? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Have this happened to you? That your girlfriend or your wife or your partner comes with you to the beach with a bikini on and lays on the sand, but yet they don't go in the water? I mean, how does that work? Well, I guess it really doesn't matter as long as the ladies are happy. It makes the day much easier on us. Alright guys, check this out. Water, check.
Clear, beautiful. Even though it's cloudy, because look at that, it's still cloudy air, but this place is, I mean, if you love nature, and we do, this is awesome right here. Check this out. And look at her, already shell picking. And look at this. There's plenty to pick from too. Oh, you seen up here? Look at this. Wow, this is super cool. Look at that. There are all kinds of shells. So we were planning to go to the sandbar part, but since it's super high tide, we ended up going over here. And it's beautiful here. I love it. And we got the whole island to ourselves. So are you in paradise yet or what?
Yeah.
You liking it? Oh, look at this one. Wow, look at this one. It's huge. This is really pretty. This is super cool. Loving it. Oh my God, I love the waves crashing. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Driftwood. It was up to her. She'll put that big log on top of the boat. You go check it out. It's kind of fresh. Let me do some exploring. Oh my God, there's millions of sardines right on the beach. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but there's millions. Oh my goodness. Well, it was up to Olguita. You see that big old stump right there? She'll put that on top of the boat and take it home. It's, I mean, super cool. Oh, look at this. Wow, this is super cool. Wow, this is really unique. I don't even know where we're at. We're somewhere in Captiva. Or an island near Captiva. I don't know what it is, but loving it. It's super cool. Like it. I guess that side is like the wilderness. And then this side here, more like the regular, you know, beachy side.
And I would like to say, I think this is going to be our 8th island that we have visited here on the West Coast. And I noticed something. Every island has something different, like the sand texture, different type of shells. Even the green vegetation is a little different. You know what? I think this could be a perfect place to spend the weekend camping. Can you imagine that? Setting up tent on the beach? Wow, it must be really cool, especially at night. And in the morning, you're gonna see the beautiful sunrise. And this sounds very tempting, but I guess I'm gonna wait for the weather to cool down a little more. And this place is perfect to do a barbecue. But guess what? You know how sometimes I forget the bun or the ketchup? Well, this time I forgot the whole barbecue. But it's okay though. I guess we're gonna have to eat some grapes and cheese once again. And Olguita's also feeling hungry, but she's so busy picking up shells that she didn't want to stop, and she told me to bring her some grapes.
All right, guys, check this out. Right, you see all the sand, right? There's nothing there, right? There's nothing there. Well, other than the water. But watch this. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. It's full of shells. And watch, they actually sink in themselves. Oh man, the water came. Oh, come on. All right, look, 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 look. They sink in. You see that one? Look at that. They're sinking in. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, the water got them. Look, look, they sink. See that? They sink in. Look, look, look. I never knew that. So I guess that one's sinking by itself. I guess under the sand, this full of shells, little shells, I guess growing. Or whatever they are. Look, look, right there, right there. Oh, I feel them in my hand. I feel them wiggling in my hand. Wow, this is super cool. I just learned something new today.
Well, so far so good. The day's turning out pretty good. I mean, we were planning to hang out at the sandbar, but I guess the tide was too high. So we headed down to this island. I think this place is great. I mean, you know I love sandbar parties and hanging out with people, but sometimes I also love hanging out with nature. And this place gave me more than that. And we even got lucky enough to see a pod of dolphins. And they were swimming pretty close to the beach. I would say about 100 feet. And I guess we could relate to them because they are a family enjoying themselves in the water, cruising along the day, just like us here today. And as the day got later, we got company. We got another fellow boater, and I wonder what the guy was looking for. Does he know something that I don't know? Maybe there's treasure here too. And Fresquito was looking for something too. Yep, he was looking for a catch. But I told him it's gonna be kinda hard because there's so many sardines in the water.
All right, guys, so I'm gonna tell you what the problem is in coming to places like this. she doesn't want to leave. I'm ready to go. We've been here about, I'll say about 2 hours, more or less. And I'm ready to go, you know, because my friend here is getting kind of hungry. We gotta wait to just finish show picking so we can leave.
And finally, after waiting another 30 minutes, I had her pick her up so she doesn't get wet and take her back on the boat. Fresquito picked up the anchor and we started to head out. And definitely, I'm coming back to this island. Maybe to do some camping in the future or just to hang out during the day because I think this place is beautiful.
Alright, so we're leaving Silver Key, something, I don't know what it was, but Juan we're going to show. Pretty good relaxing day here. I like it.
And if you notice, once again, Gita's getting herself comfortable on front of the boat. And I wonder what she's gonna do. Oh, you know what? Maybe that's just her way of enjoying the boat ride. And she could take advantage because if you notice, the surf is flat. And that makes the ride comfortable enough to go to sleep. But I'm gonna have to hold my breath once again because we're going back under the bridge. And I don't know if the tide got higher, but this time it seems even closer. Closely dangerous. But no problem, we made it through. And I guess that's another advantage by having a little boat because definitely the hydrosport will not fit under here. And that meant I will have to go north around Cayo Cota and then back down south, and the trip would have taken us over 2 hours. But not today. Today we did it with the Island Hopper. And I guess Ogita is not the only one taking a rest. But now, she's gonna have plenty of time to have rest. We have over an hour and 30 minutes right back. But look at this, the bay is perfectly flat. It looks like glass. And I love it when it's like this. What do you guys think about today's island exploration? It was supposed to be a sandbar, but it winded up to be an island. But you know what? I think it was great. And even though the day was cloudy, the water looked pretty nice. But I noticed it's starting to get a little chilly. Well, at least for us. I think the water was 81 degrees. And I know for all you folks up north, that's warm. But for us, that's cold. And here it is, music to my ears. Well, if you like the whining of the two-stroke motors, like I did. And also, feeling pretty lucky today with the weather because it was supposed to be sunny, but I guess it winded up to be cloudy, but we didn't get wet. And I guess Ogita's loving that because she didn't get wet in the water, on the bottom, or the top. And you know something I'm loving right now? The smooth ride all the way home. That is so smooth that I'm sitting in the front, and you know this could be the most bumpiest spot on a boat. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends that love being on the water.